What's happening, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, Joe? Thank you so much. Boys and girls, please welcome our celebrity guest star for the evening, chef and actor Joe Gannascoli. How are you, Joe?
Good. Is it too loud?
No.
I'm doing a signing.
Oh, are you? Oh, my God. Where are you at? Somewhere in...
Vincent's Clam Bar in Carl Place, New York.
Goodness, I'm so...
One of the great restaurants in New York.
Quickly, how was your New Year's? I saw, looked like on Facebook Live you were having fun.
I wasn't, but the wife was.
All right, good. And we'll start right off with a question. Joe is, if you don't already know, has appeared in a series, I guess, of hit movies, including HBO's series Sopranos. Joe's two passions are cooking and acting. We will talk about both this evening. Fair to say, self-taught chef, but certainly no stranger to restaurant gigs, correct?
Correct. Still have a passion for restaurants. Just don't want to cook in them and own them.
You published a novel? What was it?
That's what I'm doing right now is a book signing. I come to my friend's restaurant and do a signing every now and then. Is called A Meal to Die For.
Yeah,
the book is called A Meal to Die For.
And obviously that can be found in everywhere, bookstores, Amazon.
Well, it came out a long time ago, but it's a book about my life as a chef, and so that's why I do the signings in restaurants.
So you were involved in the restaurant business in New York, New Orleans, yes?
Yes, correct. I had restaurants in Brooklyn, but I worked in Manhattan, New Orleans, Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair to say. And you also, correct me if I'm wrong, appeared on as a celebrity chef. Gordon Ramsay's 24 Hours to Hell and Back featured in Food and Wine.
I wasn't on Gordon Ramsay as a chef. I was I don't know what I was. It's one of those things that was a patron in a restaurant. You know how reality TV is. It's all nonsense.
Of course. And you currently, a very interesting business. Was it you that came up with the idea? It is themed parties as a private chef. I say on Long Island.
Yeah, well, first of all, I do the tri-state area, Connecticut, New York, Jersey. And I did it for a friend of mine, posted it on Facebook, and then it just took off from there. It blew up.
When I say themed evening, describe the evening for me. I'm guessing there's a minimum number of people. What happens during the evening?
So they get to choose from several different menus. I do the shopping. I have my assistants, depending on how many people. It's a minimum of 16 people up to 50. I'm there about 10 hours. I get there around 1. I do about 20 appetizers. I do a pasta dish. I do the entrees. Right about when the entrees are out, I tell my story about the show. I do a Q&A, take pictures with everyone. And around 10, 10:30, 11, I leave. My assistant cleans up. And, it's a unique experience that's really taken off over the last 4 or 5 years.
And we will talk about where to find that information and book your party. As a chef, Joe, what? And I know if you're anything like me, now I'm clearly not a chef.
I know.
I love cooking, but do I have a signature dish? I don't. It really sort of changes with my moods. What's yours? Do you have one?
Well, I really don't. When I worked, first of all, my cooking background is French. I was a saucier, so I like making sauces, obviously. So that's my background. I like actually all cuisines. I sort of incorporate it into different dishes. That's the fun part about cooking. That's the creative part. Are
you working? Did I read somewhere you're working on a show? What would it be called? Is it Food Bowl with a sports celebrity? Is that still something you're?
I tried to get that off the ground. I couldn't get it going. That was one of my ideas I've had for I can't tell you how long.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I always wanted to do a sports and food show, but again, make it interesting with all different types of players. I'm a big sports guy, and I like just about any sport. So, yeah. So I never got it off the ground.
Well, maybe with the help of this program, it will surface. is a
if
viable
anyone
idea.
that can get it done, well, yeah, it is. It would be fun. But if there's anybody who can get it done and listen to the show, it's you.
Yes, thank you. You're in L.A., and I found this fascinating. In order to get jobs, maybe auditions, you you pretended to be your own agent, yes?
Yeah, you did your research, my man. Very good. Very good. Yes, I did. That was after I robbed the breakdowns from my agent that I had, which wasn't worth anything. And so after I went through them, I submitted my picture, waited a day or two, and then called up as my manager, James Hoving, as I recall his name, so like over 30 years ago. James Hoving would call up about his client, Joe Gannascoli, and get him auditions.
And obviously, I would think that worked. Gives you a certain swag, right? I mean, it's like, well, Mr. Gannascoli, he'll get back to you soon. So now you're auditioning for The Sopranos, and maybe the role that they auditioned you for and the one you ended up were different.
Yeah, so they brought me in for, and I got the role as Gino. Small little scene in the bakery. I get thrown out by Christopher. He shoots the kid in the foot because he's being disrespected. And for some reason, they brought me back as Vito, which I was pleased about, and that's how it happened.
And did the book Murder Machine play anything to do with that?
Not until season 4, when I had a few seasons under my belt as Vito, that I come up with the idea. Well, we come up with the idea. I suggested it to the writers. I said, this is something interesting.
And it worked and breathed new life into the character. So during the seasons, during the program, you are shown limping and repeatedly talking about having hip surgery, and that's something you did in real life, yes?
Wait, I'm sorry. Just repeat that again. I'm sorry.
No, during the show, you are repeatedly seen limping and talking about a hip replacement, and that's something that happened to you as well in real life, correct?
Well, I never talked about it during the show. I mean, the way I walk, you could see I need a double hip replacement.
That would have been what, just after season 6, maybe?
I said, I'm resting because of my hips. As soon as they killed me, I had my double hip replacement.
And fair to say you lost some weight as well. You look fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, well, now in the last year, playing pickleball and golf and walking the course, and I play pickleball twice a day and try not to eat after 2 o'clock. I dropped almost 100. I got another 40 to go, and I'll be back to my fighting weight.
Thinking back over The Sopranos, do you have a favorite on-set maybe memory or something that's, as you look back, you kind of go, wow, that was special. Anything like that?
I really don't have something that stands out, to tell you the truth. I mean, every experience, you try to. When I don't really watch the show, one is I don't like seeing Jimmy, and 2 is I don't like seeing myself the way I walk, the pain I was brought in, the pain that I was in.
Oh, sure.
But when I do the cooking shows, they most of the time have the show on, and when I take a glance at a scene, it just brings back memories, and I kind of remember, what happened that day and what was going on and so on.
Is there something about The Sopranos that fans might be surprised to learn? Kind of a loaded question.
Well, no. I mean, everything has been so analyzed and scrutinized that it'd be hard to really say that they didn't know something, Any
upcoming projects, either on screen or in the kitchen, you're particularly excited about and you want to share with us?
I don't really have anything that I'm, getting ready to start. I mean, I did a little filming in Florida and possibly something going to be brewing in the future, but you never want to talk about it.
I don't jinx
But I think now, once I get close to my new weight, I think that I'll be due for new pictures, and my agent could maybe submit me for a different kind of roles. Now, I don't always have to be submitted for the fat bastard roles.
So another maybe passion of yours, Rocka Vodka. Let's talk about that for a sec.
Yes, it's a rock. Someone approached me, and Rocka, it's made from grapes. It's my pictures on the bottle, and I actually cook with it in some restaurants next Penny Vodka, It's one of the smoothest vodkas that anyone's ever had, you know?
You're correct. You're a brand ambassador. You appear on the bottle. And from what is it? Maybe I got the name wrong. Darlene, possibly Bobby's wife, mentioned you may be doing a signing or an appearance in New Hampshire soon.
Yeah, that's kind of
up in the air. Or?
Could be in March, I think. Oh no, February. But yeah, I did make some friends in Homestead, something like that.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, so I was playing pickleball there, and I might do it depending on my schedule. It's just a hike, you know.
Understood. Well, listen, I know you're busy. I cannot thank you enough for your time, and we'll talk soon. Thank you, Joe.
All right, pal. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.